It was Mother's Day in hell. Alistair is walking down the streets of Cannibal Town. He sees the children giving these women the love they deserve for bringing them into this world. It made his heart weep, pulling out a hanky in his pocket from his coat. He's wiping a few tears away, remembering how much he loved his mother, wishing she was there, but with a good soul like hers. Heaven was where she belonged. The radio demon finally arrived at his dear friend Rosie's house. Unlike most people, they had an understanding relationship. She knew deep things that no one knew about him, and like the trusted friend she is, never told anyone, making Alistair happy to have a good friend like her. When hearing a knock at the door, Rosie answered it. She was happy to see the gentleman and didn't need to ask why he stopped by for a holiday. She understood why he needed a distraction from this day. Rosie was never a mother when she was alive, but she became a nanny to a few rich families as a way to make some money during difficult times. But taking care of these sweet, loving children, it broke her heart, overhearing the adults discussing unfound words about the poor, knowing that she was one of them, making it seem like she chose to live that life with the beauty of innocence these little ones had. It would break her heart to see them grow up to become just like their parents. When everyone was asleep, Rosie would carefully sneak into the nursery, killing the children. She would stick hat pins in the babies' heads, then smother the older children with pillows. When morning came, the parents would be in a panic, not understanding how this could happen, and at the time, police never could believe a beloved nanny like her would ever do something this horrible. For years, she never got caught and never felt sorry for what she did. For now, she did feel sorry for the radio demon who needed a mother figure at the moment. Leaning his head on her lap, humming a gentle tune while stroking his hair. Guess it may seem odd, but there are times we need to understand. Adults need breaks, having people believe they are fine, but inside they're not. Alistair wanted to not feel the pain for once, not having that problem on his shoulders. He just wanted to forget his problems and be in his own little world. More tears started to flow from his eyes. Rosie was comforting him and telling him it's okay to let it out, not judging him. And the great pain someone has to deal with is so much. Someone just expects to just handle it themselves. He remembered their first day. He was sent to hell very scared and confused. He was going crazy in the streets when the Victorian gal heard the commotion. She stepped outside from her shop to see what on earth was going on, witnessing what seemed to be a mad deer man going insane, scaring the town folks. When he sees Rosie, he was ready to attack her, but instead of running away, she stood her ground and slapped him across the face, believing that this would set him straight, which it did. Her warm and kind ways led him to recover and start anew in the afterlife. He is hosting a broadcast for people to fall under his spell and causing chaos in the city. For now, he didn't want to think about his radio show or hell or anything. He just wants to remember a better time. When midnight came, Alistair knew he had to get back home. When he was walking down the pitch-black streets, he suddenly heard what sounded like someone calling his name. A woman who sounded familiar. Like his mother. Then out of nowhere, the alleyway glowed bright as the sun, nearly blinding him, but when his eyes were focused, he could not believe who he saw. His mother, who looked just as beautiful as he remembered, standing there as if she was visiting him from the heavens. He didn't want to believe it. This couldn't be possible, but it seemed so real, as if his prayers had been answered. He didn't waste a good opportunity, so he ran over, going into her arms like he used to as a child when he got hurt. He was so happy she was back, the one person who loved him no matter what was back. Until suddenly, Alistair heard a loud click, felt something heavy around his neck, only to look down to see a glowing chain, which left him dumbfounded and not sure what was going on. When he looked up at his mother again, her appearance slowly started to change. piece by piece of her slowly flew away, like fall leaves from trees. That's when the true person's form appeared. Lilith Morningstar. Falling into her trap, he knew he made a big mistake.